1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Abdurrafe Sohail. First, the headlines. Prime Minister felicitating Turkish President on 99th Republic Day of Turkey says Islamabad seeks to deepen its multifaceted ties with Ankara. Shehbaz Sharif will embark on a two-day visit to China on Tuesday to discuss with Chinese leadership bilateral, regional and global issues. Interior Minister says any group or armed crowd with nefarious designs of making the state hostage will be dealt with an iron hand. Mirwais Umar Farooq says open threats of incarceration to APHC leadership will not change the reality that Kashmir dispute between India and Pakistan needs to be resolved. And in the ICC T20 World Cup, match between New Zealand and Sri Lanka is underway at Sydney. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif will embark on a two-day visit to China from Tuesday to hold talks with Chinese leadership on bilateral, regional and global issues. Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar in his weekly press briefing in Islamabad said the Prime Minister's visit would mark the conclusion of MOUs and agreements in diverse areas and help advance the agenda of bilateral cooperation. He said the two sides will review the all-weather strategic cooperation partnership and exchange views on regional and global developments. The spokesperson said the Prime Minister, accompanied by Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, will meet President Xi Jinping and hold delegation-level talks with Premier Li Keqiang. Meanwhile, Ambassador of China Nong Rong also called on the Finance Minister Ishaq Dar in Islamabad. They discussed fast-tracking progress on CPEC and exchanged views on further exchanging bilateral relations between the two countries. The Finance Minister expressed gratitude to China for providing support to Pakistan after the devastating floods. Both sides agreed that the CPEC is a key project and its completion in timely manner is imperative for reaping the lucrative returns. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has felicitated Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on the 99th Republic Day of Turkey. In a tweet today, he said, "The heroic struggle of Turkish people for independence under the leadership of Ghazi Mustafa Kemal Ataturk holds a prominent place in the annals of history." The Prime Minister said Pakistan seeks to deepen its multifaceted ties with Turkey by further exploring the vast untapped potential in trade, commerce and industry. Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah Khan says no group or armed crowd will be allowed to make the state hostage and their nefarious design will be dealt with an iron hand. Participating in discussion on Twitter Space, he said the government will definitely allow PTI to hold its gathering in Islamabad at the places designated by the courts. However, he said red zone is a red line for any such gatherings. Rana Sanaullah said the Prime Minister has constituted a committee to deal with the situation related to the PTI's long march. He said the rule of law will be upheld and no one will be allowed to disturb the lives of people. Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Masood Khan, has said the relations between Pakistan and the US are once again on the path of holistic growth and expansion. Addressing foreign students studying in the US universities at the International Students House in Washington, D.C., he said the two sides have recalibrated, re-energized and rejuvenated their long-standing partnership. Alluding to devastation caused by floods in Pakistan, the ambassador said it is imperative that the country is supported by the international community to rehabilitate displaced population, rebuild a resilient infrastructure and reconstruct the destroyed neighborhoods, schools and healthcare facilities. Pakistan has urged the United Nations Security Council to push for a peace process that would end the Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories and pave the way for an independent state of Palestine. Speaking on behalf of OIC countries at UN, Ambassador Munir Akram said peace and justice require accountability for the human rights violations and heinous crimes being witnessed for too long in the occupied Palestine. Pakistani envoy said the constantly deteriorating and extremely volatile situation in the occupied Palestinian territory, including East Jerusalem, is getting worse. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, senior leader of All Parties Huryat Conference, Mirwais Umar Farooq, has said the open threat of jails and incarceration to the Huryat leadership will not change the reality that Kashmir dispute between India and Pakistan needs a resolution. In a statement issued in Srinagar, Mirwais Umar Farooq strongly denounced the assertion of senior BJP leader Sunil Sharma that the Huryat leaders have only two options, either to join the pro-India politics or go to jail. He said the APHC resolutely stood by its principled stand that the Kashmir conflict is to be resolved, and it is a fact admitted by both India and Pakistan. And now cricket. In the ICC T20 World Cup against Sri Lanka at Sydney, New Zealand were 2-0 in 0.4 overs a short while ago. Earlier, New Zealand won the toss and decided to bat. And that is all for now. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.